down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Purdy looking to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Purdy. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Purdy now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Hey, check that, street. Ready?
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Pat the 60, go!
Mixing up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Eluding the pressure right.
Gets it downfield to Mayer.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 16. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because...
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And now they'll shift things around. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They run behind center with Gainwell. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
Again, a run with Gainwell.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Street. Street. Ready, ready?
On the handoff, Gainwell. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 21. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe he starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try to get more people to the point of attack.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Come 19. Come 19. Ready?
Now back to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
On the ball, now.
They'll try and sneak it here, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll go down at the 28.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Purdy from the gun. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, this this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
Down the left sideline, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great play there. 60 yards.
And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Carlson on for the PAT. Oh, this is blocked. And the Broncos have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, they finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff coming left is Gainwell.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And award that sack to Boogie Basham.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On first down, Purdy.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Makes the score Broncos 45, Raiders 23. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all three timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down, here's Mixon. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.